converse with other teachers involving Robbie, what he's like in their class?
He fails testing scores, and his work is incomplete that he sends in.
And she talks really fast. He's bored. I think he would do well to have more PowerPoint presentations, more hands-on stuff, maybe some more field trips just to make.
We're here for case number 4623, Diane Grant versus Melissa Warren. Ladies, can you come to the podium? Ms. Grant, good morning. Ms. Warren, good morning.
Morning, Your Honor.
Ms. Grant, ma'am, it shows that you're seeking punitive damages against Ms. Warren for the amount of $45,000. Does that sound correct?
That's correct.
Something about educational negligence and emotional distress.
That's right.
Okay, what's going on here?
Okay, my son Robbie is failing in her history class, and I feel like he's being neglected. He doesn't want to come to school. His grades have been plummeting ever since he has been in her class, and he's always loved school. And it kind of falls short of bullying, but she ignores him. She's not supporting him. She seems to help all the other kids or offer some other educational assistance, but nothing for my son.
Okay. So how old is Robbie?
He's 16.
16? Mm-hmm. And you said that Robbie doesn't want to go to school?
No. I mean, he's always been a straight A student all throughout his school career. He's a star baseball player. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on, but he doesn't like his history class. He doesn't like
Okay.
his teacher.
How many classes does Robbie have in a day?
Generally about 5 classes.
Okay, so he has 5 classes and he doesn't want to go to school because of one of them?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you discussed this issue with the principal?
I have, ad nauseum. I've had parent-teacher conferences. I've met with the principal. I've talked with some of my fellow parents. I just don't think she's a very good
What do you
teacher.
mean you've met with some of your fellow parents? What does that mean?
Well, to see what their ideas are and if they've had problems with Miss Warren.
And have they?
Kind of, yeah. They just.
When you say kind of, what does that mean?
Well, I don't think she knows the material very well. My son is a very visual learner, and she talks really fast. He's bored. I think he would do well to have more PowerPoint presentations, more hands-on stuff, maybe some more field trips just to make whatever they're learning more real and relevant. And he's just plain old bored.
Okay. Hold that thought. Ms. Warren, ma'am, you are a teacher. What school are we talking about?
We're talking about Mango Park High School.
Mango Park High.
Yes, been there
I have 2 children that graduated from Mango Park High. Yeah.
That's good.
Mango Park High. Is it the Peacocks? I can't remember what they were. But you're a history teacher.
Yes, correct.
And Robbie is in your class.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so what's the story going on with Robbie?
Robbie's academic record is not as stellar as his mother thinks. I mean, he misses assignment logs, he fails testing scores, and his work is incomplete that he sends in. So I don't think it's a teaching issue. I think it's a participation issue.
Okay.
For the most part.
Robbie's 16, see if I can remember correctly. So Robbie is what, a junior?
Yes.
He's a junior. So he's in 11th grade. Has he taken the statewide testing yet? Do you know?
No, he has not taken that yet.
Okay.
And to be very honest, I'm not even sure if he will pass it the way it is.
As a teacher, I'm assuming that have you conversed with other teachers involving Robbie, what he's like in their class?
Yes, of course I have. And we all agree to the same, on the same points about Robbie. He has behavioral issues because he disrupts the school and the students, the class, and therefore the students are not focused on their work. And he just does not follow instructions. And I'm not the only one.
What do you mean he
saying
doesn't
that.
follow instructions? Give me an example.
Any work that you give him and you ask him to please try at least to work on it, I totally understand if you're not capable of doing it, but he does not care. He gets up and leaves the classroom. He does not follow any instructions, therefore. That's what I mean with that.
Have you spoken to the principal about his behavior?
I've spoken to the principal. I have sent various emails to the parents. I wanted to set up meetings with the parents, and I sent them also the progress records. But I don't get anything back also from the parent.
Hold on for a second. Ma'am, you said that you've had parent-teacher conferences. Did I? Because I wrote that in my notes. Yeah, you said that you've had parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah.
Were these conferences with Ms. Warren? Or were they with other teachers?
We haven't had one with Ms. Warren yet, but we're making the rounds with some of the other teachers. But I had one March 15th with the principal.
Okay.
To discuss
so you haven't had an actual discussion with Ms. Warren?
Not yet, but we've sent emails back and forth. And for the record, my son is not disruptive. He's a popular child, but I've never heard that he's been kicked out of class.
Let me ask you a question, because I don't think she said he was kicked out of class. I believe she said that he walked out of class on his own accord. Did I get that correctly?
Maybe he had to use the bathroom. Does he have to ask
But then
permission?
he has to announce that there are rules he has to follow. And that is why I said he does not follow the rules. He does not follow instructions.
Ma'am, let me ask you another question. Have you ever sat in Mrs. Warren's class while she's teaching a session with your son being in attendance?
No, not yet.
So how do you know he's not disruptive?
I would like to think I trust my own son and what he tells me, what goes on.
So you
in
trust
class.
your son, but you don't trust Miss Warren.
I'd like to think I trust my son before I trust.
You don't trust you. So you trust your son, but you don't trust Miss Warren. That's where we're at, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know.
What has occurred that would allow you to say, I don't trust Miss Warren as a teacher?
I just don't think she communicates very well. And my husband and my son keeps saying that she talks really, really fast in class. And
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes,
I'm very
ma'am.
sorry to interrupt this right now. I think that is a very interesting comment, and you repeated it already twice, that I speak very fast. First of all, English is not my first language, so I am very surprised that I speak very fast. I've never heard that. I speak in a normal way, I would say, but I have never been accused of speaking too fast. So that's something that I'm just curious about, since you mentioned it twice already.
okay.
And you said something that caught my attention. You said that maybe she should adjust her teaching with PowerPoints or something of that nature.
Yeah, exactly.
How many students are in your history class, the one that Robbie attends? How many students do you have?
19.
19. So she needs to adjust her teaching style to accommodate your one child?
If it were, I'm not telling her to accommodate my one child, Robbie, because I'm sure out of 19 students, there's got to be other kids that are in very similar situations where, they're more visual learners. And if there was another teacher, I would transfer him into another class. But apparently Mango Park only has Ms. Warren, the U.S. history teacher. So I'm kind of,
Okay. Hold that thought. Let me ask you this question.
Mm-hmm.
Students that may be having an issue with the curriculum of the class, is there like a program in place where they can maybe like, okay, I'm not understanding this. Can I come to you
Yes.
later? Or how is that?
Of course, I offer extra help to those students who need the extra help.
Okay.
And I'm very flexible and lenient on assignment due dates. And I do one-on-ones when they need it. But Robbie did not show up.
So
can't do more than that.
this is after school type situation?
Correct. During class, when they're doing their assignments in peace, quietly, I go around and I check on them and I help where I can help. But those one-on-ones, they're after school. But
I'm just curious. Do you get paid for that?
No.
Yeah, of course
No.
not. Of course
That
not.
is in my personal interest.
I already knew the answer. I just wanted verification on that.
Well,
How come?
maybe he had baseball practice. I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses, but
Your son plays baseball for Mango Park?
yeah.
You should see then his priorities, as I have been emailing you many times and I have not received a response from you. What are the priorities? Do you want him to succeed in the academic way or mostly in the athletic way? Because to be honest, you seem to see this very unrealistic because neither his academic records nor his athletic records actually are good. He is not going to be the captain of the basketball team. He is not going to be homecoming king, and that's okay. But the problem is also that the student tries to mirror his parents' expectations. And that causes an emotional distress. And I wonder if that is the case with Robbie. And obviously, yes, he comes home and tells you, I'm bored. I don't know what to do. This teacher bores me. She's not good enough. But the truth is, he does not know how to make you happy. And he blames it on the teacher.
My husband, Robert, and I do have very high standards, but I just find it very curious that he's doing very well in baseball. He's the first baseman, and he's doing very well in the other classes, but it's the U.S. history that we're struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure.
Have you talked to the baseball teacher?
Hold on, let me ask a question. If I were to pull up his transcript, his high school transcript right now, before I get to that, what's his GPA right now? Do you know it?
3.5.
3.5.
Mm-hmm. And that's unweighted. I don't know what it is weighted. So I'm sure it's higher.
Does that sound accurate to you? Who told you it was 3.5?
His last report card.
They don't put GPAs on report cards. They put the grades for that particular semester. So,
Well, I'm able to
who
look at
told you it's 3.5?
Robbie.
Robbie told you it's 3.5?
Yeah. I trust him.
See, the part that's throwing me off, and you just said that the reason that he didn't come to to receive extra help, if I got this right, is because maybe he had baseball practice.
Yeah.
You remember saying that?
Yeah.
See, I played sports in school, right? And the priority was not athletic practice. It was getting the grade. So if a situation occurred where I was having a problem in a particular classroom and help was available from that teacher, then I could go to my coach and say, I'm sorry, I don't think I can make it to practice because I got a situation. I got to deal with my academics because, and I don't know if the rules changed or what the rules are now for Mango Park or the district, but students have to have a certain GPA so they can even participate in sports. And if they don't satisfy that, then they can't play. So if he's having a situation in a class, that could be detrimental because that may be the thing that affects him from not being able to play. You could practice all day long, but if you don't have the academics behind it, the school's not going to let you play. At least they're not supposed to let you play.
I understand. I think he's doing well enough in the other classes, though, to be able to play.
Who's told you that he's doing well? Robbie? Or did you actually meet with the other teachers? Because I'm kind of wondering if you actually did that because you haven't even met with her and you're saying that she's the problem. And you haven't even met with her yet.
Well, I'm scheduled to have a parent teacher conference.
How
in 2 weeks.
long is what month is we're in? The school year's almost over. Am I correct in saying that?
Yes.
And you never met with this woman once?
We've exchanged emails and text messages.
Not really. The emails that I sent you, I never got a specific response
Maybe it went
back.
to spam.
Well, then you should. It is your son and you're worried about his grades, or now you're upset about his grades. I have a lot of students in my class. I do worry, so I reach out to the parents. But for some awkward reason, I always get a response back from the parents, and I was able to see the parents twice already this year.
Let me see if I got this right. Ma'am, so you sent emails and you made communications to try to reach her.
As I remember,
you said that you tried to, you're going to schedule a one-on-one with her.
Yeah.
But my thing is, you made the effort to bring this to court. Yeah, I mean, you made a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Because you just can't call up and says, hey, I want to go to court. I want to bring this person to court. That's not how it works. And you know that. We're here. You put in a lot of effort because you wanted to be in court because you felt that some type of justice needs to be done for you and Robbie. Okay. You put in the effort, but you didn't put in the effort to contact her about what Robbie's going through.
I have. I've sent emails.
Ma'am, you put in more effort to come to court than you did to make contact with her. I'm a parent. If I can't reach her, guess what? I'm driving to the school. I'm driving to talk to the principal. I need to talk to Miss Warren to find out what's going on in my son's class. If you're that concerned, you make it happen by any means necessary. And it's like you're more concerned about coming to court so you can get your $45,000 in damages. I'm not even understanding where the damages are coming from. Because here's the thing.
Distress.
Granted, I understand you're advocating for your child. I ain't gonna knock you for that. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, you want the omelet, but you're not willing to break the eggs to make it. She is breaking the eggs. She's making the omelet. You get the omelet and you say, I don't want this. And you're not the one putting in the effort. She is. If you really want to find out what's going on with Robbie, make the effort to contact this woman and say, hey, look, I can't reach her by email. I can't reach her by phone. I am driving to this school. If I got to walk to this school, that's your child. You do whatever it takes for their education. Because like I said, if he's not making it in the grades, he can't play baseball. And if he's a good baseball player, he can't get a scholarship. You got to put in more effort. So the $45,000 that I'm asking you for, no, I'm not giving you that. Okay. I suggest you get in contact with Ms. Warren. I suggest that you bring Robbie in there because I got a feeling he's not telling you everything. I got 4 kids. I know they don't tell the truth about everything. They do lie. They will do that.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm sorry, ma'am, but your case is dismissed.
Okay. I understand.
I wish you the best of luck, ma'am.
Thank you.
Accountability is not a punishment, and teachers are not miracle workers. I understand that sometimes things get lost in translation, but in this case with Robbie, I feel sorry for Robbie, not at all for the parents. I tried my best. I tried to reach the parents as many times as I could to set up those meetings, but it didn't work out because that was probably not their priority. But now Robbie is the one that suffers. And yes, it is normal that kids lie, but the reason that they lie is because the parents scare them. So they see no other outcome, other choice to basically go and say something that is not the truth. But in the end, it's the parents. So that's why I personally think that we as parents, we need to be open with our kids and also let them fail. It is okay, and give them hope and try for them for the next time to achieve, instead of them coming home and just lie and say that I'm boring. I don't take that personal, but I'm just saying it's just, he could have achieved so much more. And I think it is because those parents that are behind him do not see the truth, what was going on with his grades, obviously because they did not contact me.
I just think this is utterly ridiculous. I trust my son, Robbie, wholeheartedly, and I don't feel that I should have to drive to the school to find out if he's telling me the truth. I know I made phone calls and sent emails that went unrecognized. I fully believe in my son, and I think I deserve the $45,000 for the emotional distress this has caused.
Sometimes, the hardest truth to accept is that success is not built on excuses, it is built on accountability. In this story, everyone wanted someone to blame. The parent blamed the teacher. The student blamed the class. But when the facts came out, a different picture appeared. The teacher had reached out, offered help, and created opportunities to improve. The problem wasn't a lack of support. The problem was a lack of responsibility. Life works the same way. It's easy to point fingers when things aren't going our way. It's easy to say the teacher was unfair, the coach didn't believe in us, the boss overlooked us, or the circumstances were against us. But growth begins the moment we stop asking, who's at fault, and start asking, what can I do better? The most successful people are not those who never fail. They are the ones who face the truth, learn from their mistakes, and keep moving forward. They understand that talent means nothing without discipline, and potential means nothing without effort. Parents, leaders, and mentors can guide us. Teachers can open doors. Opportunities can be placed right in front of us. But no one can walk through those doors for us. The lesson here is simple: accountability is not punishment, it is power. The moment you take ownership of your actions, you take control of your future. So instead of making excuses, make improvements. Instead of blaming others, build yourself. Because the day you accept responsibility is the day you unlock your true potential. And remember, your future is not determined by the obstacles in front of you, but by the choices you make when facing them.